lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
Lunchtime. Come on in, everyone. I have a special guest with me. And we're eating real quick, and then we're gonna do some work. We're gonna look for this escaped guy. But look who I got here with me.
What's up, guys? Johnny
So-
Blackhawk's in the house.
This is Johnny Blackhawk. For some of you that might or might not know, Johnny Blackhawk's stepdaughter found Rachel Marin down there on the Mapa Trail. And Johnny, how far away do you live here?
From here? I live
Yeah.
41 miles from here.
So Johnny lives 41 miles away, and he decided to come up. He wants to actually find this guy,
I'm gonna go looking myself.
Cavalcante. Where is Cavalcante, right? So we're sitting here, bought him lunch, and we are going to, I'm finishing up eating. Now, we went in Walmart. I had to get a tripod because I forgot my tripod. We went in Walmart and saw a local resident that follows my channel. Her name was Lisa. She's like, oh, JLR, follow your channel. What did Lisa tell us inside? You want to share what Lisa told us?
That the police shut down the whole block of her development last night around 7:30 at night, and there was a bunch of unmarked cars and state troopers swarming the area. And then she said after that, about 3:30 in the morning, there was helicopters flying over the area over the Brandywine Creek, right around Longwood Gardens in a development.
She said Longwood Crossing.
Longwood Crossing.
So Lisa is a resident of Longwood Crossing.
Her name is Lisa Penn.
Lisa Penn, and she
Yep.
said that at 7:30 last night, authorities were swarming in.
She said there was like 120 cars. No, she said there was like 20 cars. They said there was a lot of troopers. She didn't know if they were in tactical gear or anything like that, but she said they swarmed the area. They turned their electric off, which sounds like to me that they were trying to go in covert to that certain area of the forest. So they may have had a sighting of him last night at 7:30.
Sighting right around Longwood Crossing. You just don't turn off the whole neighborhood block.
Right.
And why they would do that? Maybe so you turn off all the lights and then use your infrared.
Yep.
And then infrared your area. So that might be a tactic based off what they're doing. So we learn some information in reference to tactics that they do.
Yep.
So if there's future sightings, possibly the residents in those areas might get their electric turned off temporarily, because she said that she was hooked onto the same power grid as the Giant right by her house.
Right. And that could be a food source where he's getting his food from the dumpsters of that grocery store.
And that's another concern that locals fear around here, that the guy is dumpster diving for his food. Like he's literally, going through people's trash, or in back of businesses.
Or just breaking into houses and stealing other people's food.
So, again, to remind the people that just came on, your stepdaughter found Rachel Marin on the Mapa Trail.
Yes, sir.
What is your take about this situation thus far, Johnny?
What is my take on this situation so far is that he's following the creeks. He's following that Brandywine Creek. He's headed either to Delaware or he's headed to King of Prussia, where he has family ties and he has people that he can connect with that won't turn him in. See, if he goes to Delaware, there's a big Hispanic community in Delaware where he could hide and blend in. Nobody would be the wiser. I mean, he might, that's what we know. That's another thing we need to do, is get this guy's picture up in all the surrounding states, the Delmarva area, and put his picture out everywhere, bus stations, car rental places, airports, police stations, everywhere, to get the word out this guy is on the loose. And he could, me right now, I feel like he's headed northeast. He's got a stash spot of resources in the woods. He's making his rounds around here to collect resources, and then once he collects enough resources, then he's gone. Which could be tonight, which could be next week. We don't know.
Resources. His ultimate enemy is what? Hydration?
Hydration and food.
Hydration and food, because
he's got a creek he can wash up in to keep himself clean. He's got water he can drink if he boils it or he filters it through charcoal and sand, which is another indigenous tactic. When you live in a jungle or you live out in the middle of nowhere, you learn how to filter water, and you learn what plants you can eat, what plants you can't eat. Plus to me, he would be sticking right by the creek because there's mussels, there's fish, there's all kind of stuff you can eat in that creek too.
Yeah, crayfish.
Yep. And once he gets to the Delaware River, everybody's talking that, well, how's he going to get across the Delaware River? Easily. Doing like he's doing here in PA. He's going to steal a kayak and he's going to make his way across.
Right over there was kayaks, right? And we were talking about that coming in. We were like, he could snag up somebody's kayak, but somebody might have report that if he does that, right?
Not in the middle of the night. Not necessarily, because who's going to be out on the Delaware River in the middle of the night? For real. You steal the kayak in the middle of the night under the cover of darkness, cross the Delaware, leave the kayak on the other side of the river, you're gone.
So we were at the Walmart in Kennett Square. The Walmart's right over there. Here's the sign, Walmart. And the Walmart, there was a report yesterday that a man around here in the woods, and that could have been part of the, she said that there was a report, the woods right around here is, it was in the afternoon. I think it was around 2:08 p.m. yesterday. I think the call, the 911 said a guy resembling him, Cavalcante, was in the woods. And I guess they came out here, but there's nothing of nothing. But what we're going to see most likely is a lot of what? False leads and people just...
False leads and people just spotting what they think is him and calling the police. See, I think during the day they should back off because he's really not going to move in the heat and in broad daylight. What they should do is they should get around these forests where he's been spotted at night and go make sweeps through the forest at night. See, they're backing off when they should be putting the pressure on, and they're putting the pressure on when they should be backing off. The helicopters, them swarming the area, they're pretty much giving up their location to where they're at, and they're spooking him, and as soon as he hears them coming toward him, he's moving again.
There's choppers.
There he is right here. That looks like a Pennsylvania State Police chopper too. The other one already left the area though. There was another one, they were riding in unison.
Yeah, they're out. So that's a little bit by Longwood Gardens. So finishing up lunch, everyone. Sorry, guys. And where that park? So finish up lunch and then go over here. We're gonna go over there to Longwood. Let me just take a drink here and finish up.
Yeah, that sandwich was pretty good with them Doritos.
The sandwich was pretty good.
Not bad for a Walmart sandwich.
Not bad for a Walmart sandwich.
Nope.
I used Walmart instead of going to another place because I was already here. Cut two birds in one stone.
Yeah. Plus you're closer to Longwood Gardens too.
Get that over. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Oh, damn, that happened to me before too. See what happened? Trap me right there.
Yeah, thank you.
Trap me, bro.
Yeah, I'm back.
Good thing my
We're on a bad Wi-Fi connection. So the helicopters are out around here. We're going on the hunt. We're going on the hunt to show you guys what's going on.
And then right over here, there was hawks squawking.
Leave the birds alone.
And they never squawk like that. Unless there's something down below them where there's a danger.
So, Johnny, what is your take on the police presence out here thus far that you've seen?
You mean the non-existent police presence? It's here, but it's not here. You know, they got maybe 1-2 cops driving down the road when they should be saturated in here. You know, they should be in the areas where he was spotted at, not running around the whole town, blocking off roads where they think he might be. You know, that's non-productive. You know, if they had a sighting over in Longwood Crossing last night, why aren't they swarming that area? Why aren't they, you know, they should be backing off during the day and then hitting it hard at night. They got infrared, they got all this other stuff. They got thermal imaging, which, you know, infrared night camera might not be as good as thermal imaging, but if you light that forest up with a thermal image, you'll see everything that has a heat signature.
Let's,
you know what I mean?
Let's go on the hunt. You want to go on the hunt?
Let's go.
Here, what we'll do is you hold this. And you can talk if you want. Share your thoughts. I'll share mine. If you don't mind.
Why so blurry? It's probably hazy out here right now.
Or it's probably the reception.
They said the ground's too hot for infrared. Yeah, maybe during the day, but not at night. Not at night. They say it cools down at night.
So we're on the hunt.
Who's your friend? It's Johnny Blackhawk. I'm from Bel Air, Maryland. I am the father of the stepdaughter that found the Rachel Marin. I'm with the Rachel Marin case.
So Johnny's going to bring his expertise up here, and we're going to try to flush this guy out, possibly. And report on this case, too. We're doing a combination of things.
This is a trio, trifecta, if you will.
Put your seatbelt on real quick so we don't hear that buzzing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, or the sirens with the cherries and berries right behind us. We don't need that.
Yeah. All right, we're headed on to Route 1. Can you guys see okay? Is the reception okay?
You get him, Johnny. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your support. Native American dancer, the man, the myth, the legend, Blackhawk. Thanks you, Elmo. Glad you made it safe. And Johnny Blackhawk. I know this guy.
Oh, so they're saying the reception.
Look up Cosart Road. It's right behind you.
We should be getting to some better reception in a second, guys.
Yeah, we were on cheap Walmart Wi-Fi and it was screwing us up. Infrared sensors.
We should get to better reception. Here we go. So,
yeah, what I don't understand, they put up over 50 trail cameras, but they're still out looking for this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the perimeter is where they put the trail camera, but I think they need to follow that creek and do every quarter mile or every third of a mile up the creek, you know, because that's where you're going to spot him. Obviously, they know something we don't because that chopper right there keeps flying over the creek.
And that might be Longwood, right?
Yeah, that might be Longwood Crossing. I mean, I know there's the giant.
Here's the giant, so there got to be Longwood Crossing.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You got all these sandwich shops, Dunkin' Donuts, and everything right here, bro. He's not starving. Oh, look at that sharp turn that helicopter's
that helicopter
making.
Went right around.
They might have spotted him again.
We're gonna know today whether it was a sighting or not. Is people saying the reception coming out better or no? Still better?
Yeah, no, they're saying it's better.
Okay.
Increase the bounty on him.
Well, that's another thing too. And Johnny, also give your thing. Don't you think citizens should be out there?
Definitely do. The more people out looking for this guy, the quicker he's going to be caught. You know, people that aren't guns and knives, man, you know, feel like we are our protection for our communities. You know, this is what we need to do. This is what we are forced to do. Because obviously, I mean, I respect law enforcement. I follow the law. But, you know, when I see stuff like this, where they're just riding around and they're showing force and The guy was even I told you there was 2 choppers up there.
2 choppers.
And they're right above the creek too. One's a Pennsylvania State Police chopper, it looks like. Look how low he's flying too. That should show you they're using thermal or infrared if they're that low. I've seen that a couple times in search and rescue where they'll fly low on a hot day because he's turning around too. Both of them are circling. Look.
See if you can you show that? Can you guys see that?
Can you guys see the chopper up ahead? It's right in the center of the screen.
There it is.
Right in between the 2 clouds.
Around. So the chopper is right. Look at this. Look at all this police here.
Oh, we might have action, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
Live action. Everybody can see my face. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, they got a go-kart.
We got some live action here, people.
Live action. Hell yeah.
Can you see?
Is any of them carrying long guns or anything?
So they're all there. Look, this guy's in the trees and everything. Look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They must have. Oh. Yup. Yup. And this is right around Longwood Gardens too.
Might have some action, people.
You go right down.
So is the reception okay here, guys? Blurry.
Blurry. It might be the haze in the air too.
Might be the haze in the air.
The heat, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
they got canines over here too.
Yeah, they're here. Let me tap off and then I'll try to get back on. I'll tap off and try to get back on.
Hey, while we're in here.